many of the highly successful people live their lives. So we will lay down the foundation, and it's really going to go pretty exciting. And if you all live your life based upon what we discussed today, massive results will be coming. Okay, so that is the basic aim of the current topic for today. Okay, so chalo, and it is for high performers, it is for massive accomplishing people, those who really do big things in their life. Okay, so for them it is all about today's topic. So chalo, let me quickly share it and we will get started. Okay, we are live. Let's go. So guys, be very alertive. Okay, if possible, join in from your laptops, take some notes about it as we take on the session. Okay, involve. Just listening is not going to work out, people, please. Okay, so push yourself, try to really make maximum value out of everything that we discussed today. Okay, fine. Okay, chalo, let's get started. First of all, okay, there you go. Let's broaden our thinking. First of all, let's look at this life as one big shot. And what do we have? We have, let's say, 80 years, 90 years, 100 years of life. Okay, everyone, let's open the thinking. So we have this 100 years of life maximum pakad lete. Okay, some of you, if you really go good, maybe 100 plus bhi jayenge, but yeah, otherwise 80 years people are doing nicely. Let's say 90s also, if you touch, if everything goes good. Okay, let's say 100. So if you look at this full life segment, what exactly happens? Or you have to study how the world really operates. So stage number one, we are all like, okay, kids growing up, and then teenagers, and then we start getting jobs. And this is where many of us are in our 20s right now, right? And then it moves on. More responsibility starts coming up, family responsibilities, this, that, you start evolving. Then you jump in your 30s, 40s, 50s. So then comes the second section. So first 10 years is all about your experimentation, right? So 0 to 20 years, you learn education and all that. So 20 to 30, you really experiment about your true skills, about this real world that you're experiencing. All of that stuff happens. And then from 30 to 60, basically you really work and stuff like that. And for 60 ke baad, then maybe some people might have different opinions. Some guys retire, some people still keep going on. And then that's how the full segment goes through. Okay, you need to understand how a human being operates. Okay, every single day that you live your life, you have two primary components, your mind and the body. Every single day that you live your life, you train your mind and the body to live certain kind of life. So whatever behavior you repeat, whatever thoughts you repeat, you are training yourself every single day of your life. Okay, and now you need to ask this question: since past 20 years, 25 years, what have you trained yourself into? It could be good habits, it could be bad habits, that does not matter. Okay, if you have applied bad habits since the past 20 years, that means you have mastered in doing things which are going to fail you in life. That's what it is. That's how life works. Okay, it's all about repetition. What things do you repeat on a daily basis in terms of your thinking, in terms of your body actions? And that's what you gear up for. And just imagine, since let's say past 5 years or 10 years, you have been training wrong things to your mind and the body. Basically, you are preparing yourself for a disaster in your life. Okay, and what will happen in future if you continue following the failure habits in your life, in terms of your thought process, in terms of your body language? Guaranteed failure will come in your life, because daily you are practicing failure. Now, what is being a failure? Okay, life is problematic for everyone. Life is tough for everybody. Everybody has their own set of challenges. But telling to yourself, okay, I don't know whether I'll be able to deal with these problems or not. Okay, that's a failure thought. Next, telling to yourself, I don't want challenges in my life, I should quit and go away somewhere. Failure attitude. Next, all negative beliefs. Okay, I don't have capability, I don't have potential, self-doubt. Okay, all of these things are negative emotions. And if you keep thinking about this, so your future is going to be disastrous. So you need to understand, when you look at this 100 years of life, what are you doing at this point of time, and what have you done to your mind and the body in the past 10 years, 20 years? How do you think? How do you act in this past time? That's what defines what kind of a person you are right now. And what will happen, guys, if you don't fix yourself right now, you're actually training yourself to more negative behaviors even for next more, let's say, 1 year. If you don't fix your life right now, for next 1 year, if you continue thinking negative about you, taking no actions or negative actions which will make you a failure in life, you know which habits are bad for you. Daily spending time on social media is going to screw up your life. 4 hours, 5 hours, madness, right? Okay, just being lazy and not really getting started with things which really matters is going to destroy your life. Not working on your health is going to destroy your life. Not increasing your knowledge will destroy your life. So all these things will basically make you a failure in life. And the point is, every single day you still keep doing the same things. You're training your mind and the body to perfect these negative patterns in terms of your thinking and your actions. And guys, what happens? Whatever you practice, you really become great in that. And if you become great in it, changing the behavior becomes very tough. And that's where the world is working like this. Right now, you will have a lot of excuses for not changing your beliefs, not changing your actions. You want to continue the life the same way which you have been doing since past 5 years or 10 years maybe. And if you continue this rhythm for another 5 years, whatever your thought pattern is and your actions is, what will happen is you have trained yourself for these habits for next 5 years. Changing will become difficult as you go in future. So if you keep doing negative habits and if you keep repeating it for next 5 years, you are going to really suffer massive damage in your life, because changing that wiring pattern is very tough. And that's the reason you will find people in their 40s, 50s, they think something and you cannot really have a proper conversation with them. Okay, no, this is wrong, this is wrong, because their beliefs are so much ingrained in them and they just think like that. So it's not that much easily possible to change your core identity if you are passing more with this time. So you need to understand, right now you are in the 20s and this is the best time to really understand how you can accomplish success. What habits will make you fail in your life? What habits will make you succeed in your life? This is the right time because you have less past wiring. You need to understand, guys. Okay, you all need to understand, the people from, let's say, very big industry background families, the children from these big like maybe the top richest layers of the world. So the business, those people who come from the business background and those who have accomplished great things in their life, okay, versus those who are brought up from, let's say, middle class or upper or lower related categories, there is a big difference in the thought process in these two categories. Okay, nothing but those who have actually take risk, take on big challenges, come from business backgrounds, right from childhood onwards, their children are coached in a different manner, different thought process, different action patterns. Others are not trained, and then what happens is those people further keep doing different stuff. So you need to understand, whatever past 20 years has been, we cannot change our past. But if you don't fix your life right now, your future is going to go in the negative side again. And guys, we are done with our school and college time. It is time where we take responsibility of our life. We don't throw it at chance. Okay, we don't give a try. It's okay to fail. Be on the driving seat of your life and fix your life, and don't come up with always reasons and excuses for failure. Try to fix the problem. That's what we are going to discuss today. Okay, and these new things which we discuss, this is how great people think, this is how great people live. So if you want success in your life, be it your career, be it your life, okay, if you want success while you are alive on the planet, so today's topic, whichever we will discuss, mandatorily you have to include it in your life. and doesn't matter what your past was. Start understanding, start listening, and start applying. Okay. And guys, in the future coming sessions, we are going to practically take actions. It might be hard, but doing it is going to give you wonderful returns in your life. Okay. So chalo, let's step by step understand few things. I'll share my screen. Okay. Launching notepad. एक एक करके. Okay. You can also take some parallel notes about it. Now, okay, everybody, just focus here. You need to broaden up our thinking, guys. That's the thing. Right from childhood, we are not taught thinking in a certain manner, and we end up wasting a lot of our time and everything. Potential is there, capability is there. It's not being applied because the thought process and the direction is not there. That's where this kind of program channelizes us to go in forward direction. Okay, there you go. If you really look at our life, what exactly it is, if you really want to segment, if you want success in life at multiple dimensions, what exactly can be a success? Okay, let's say first, your health. We have to be healthy in life, doesn't matter what exactly other things, right? Your career, blah, everything is there, but health is bad, everything is screwed up. So your health, you have to be really good in this. Okay. Second, your knowledge level, right? In your life, it's worth knowing more. It's worth becoming better than who you are right now. And that is possible only when you know more. Okay. How to overcome failures, how to deal with tough times in your life. Okay. How to deal with negative emotions, how to deal with anger, how to always stay in a zone where you feel you can accomplish anything, right? How do you look at opportunities in the world? How do you create opportunities at your work to succeed? What skills are required for success? What skills are not required? All of those decision makings are mandatory for success, and you will be able to do that only when you have knowledge. If you don't have knowledge, you will always be dependent on somebody else. And guys, that's a very wrong way of living life. You should not depend on anybody. You should be self-sufficient to become successful. That should be your target. Others will be there, they will guide you, but you are not dependent on them. You are self-capable. You will analyze. You have a very smart brain. You can figure out. So start trusting yourself. And how will you do that? Once you get knowledge. So very great. You all are into the week 2, acquiring knowledge, understanding things, opening your thought process. Mandatory for success. Nahi hota hai otherwise. It will not be possible for you to succeed if you don't grow in your maturity of dealing with life. Okay, fine. Next. Okay, one important thing, and this is really wonderful, guys. What really matters? Let's say fast forward your life, you're in your 80s, 90s. Okay, what will really matter to you? Yes, you would have seen a lot of ups, downs, but one of a core thing which will always be what kind of relationships you built on this planet while you lived your life, right? Maybe with your family, with your friends, with the people around you. Okay, what kind of value did you add in any relationship of your life? Because in the end, guys, what will happen in the end of your life? Everything will just be a memory. It's all there, just a memory, and you will be just a physical person. That's it. So your thoughts, your memories are what constitutes the life that you live. And if you have built right relationships, if you have cared for people, shared with people, made happy bonds with your family, friends, always a laughing and good, jolly attitude, you inspired others, you made people like realize who they are. If you build right relationships in life, that's what is going to give you satisfaction when you're in the end. Otherwise, if you're, let's say, always crying, complaining, excuse giving, blaming on other people, that's how your relationships are, and you will be messed up in the end. You will be unhappy with your life. Just think about it, right? Right? So you need to understand what you are right now doesn't matter, but where do you want to go and what are you ready to do in order to go there? These are the things. The third thing you have to start caring about is your relationship with your family, with your friends, with your people around you. Okay, negative or positive, That's a third important aspect. And you need to actively do it. It will not happen by itself. We need to actively do it in order to succeed. Fine. Fourth, okay, spiritual. Whatever your religious beliefs could be, okay, your spiritual angle, or let's say spiritual and peace or kindness. Every religion talks about kindness, caring, right? So that's what is another area altogether. If you want full on success in life, you need to master each of these areas. Then only you can say, I lived a very great life. And today we are talking about that. Okay, career ho jayega, guys. Look at the big picture of what you are doing in this life, first of all. Otherwise, with frustration, anger, pain, even if you build a career, it's going to backfire on you, because you are not mentally at peace. You don't know how to handle pressure situations. You're not good in decision making. So we need to fix the core, and the core is who you are as a person. If we fix the core, everything else takes care of itself. Your work, your career, and all of these things. So just understand. Let the thoughts run. We need to work on ourselves, because then we will start accomplishing every of these things. Okay, fine. That's the fourth area. Next, fifth, who you are as a person. Who you are as a person. Very important thing. People have stopped caring about this. Okay, lying is becoming so much common. Cheating is becoming so much common. Dishonesty is becoming default for people. My gain, your gain. But guys, are you a person who will stand for your own words? If you say, I will do this, do you really take a stand at that? Or are you just kind of low attitude or uncommitted person who might say a lot but not really do it? What kind of a person you are? Are you honest? Are you committed? If you say something, do you really do it? Is your core ethics of living strong? Core ethics, you will not cheat to other people, right? You will always try to give value to the world. Others can trust you. That's your core identity. Okay, so you need to really care about what kind of a person you are. Honest, trustworthy, loyal, okay, committed. You will stand for whatever you say. That's what defines your identity. It will not happen by itself. You have to build it. You have to actively focus and define who you want to live this life like. Okay, a cheat or somebody who the world can count upon. Okay, somebody said this very beautiful thing. In simple terms, how do we live life? They said, whatever you got in your life, you make it better and you give back. If you have done that, you have lived a wonderful life. It could be anything. Okay, let's say you got this planet before you, and while you're living this life, you make it a beautiful planet and then give it back to the world when you die. That's a life worth living for. Let's say you are into a project. The project is in a bad shape. You take it, you fix it, you make it beautiful, you architect it amazingly. There are no bugs, everything is perfect. Okay, all modular application, and then you give it back. So anything that you touch, you make it better. If this is how you live your life, it's an amazing way, and that becomes your identity. You give your best at whatever you do, and that's a satisfying life. Yes or no? That's a satisfying life, and that's worth living. That's your identity. Next comes your financial and your career. Guys, everything is important. People just forget about everything and they are just running after one thing. That's not going to work out. Okay, you need to understand the big picture. Open up your mind, guys. Open up your thoughts. Okay, so yes, your financial and your career. Next, 7, your fun and entertainment. Next, 8, your giving back to society. Now you need to understand, if you want to succeed in your life, you need to succeed in each of this area. It is not optional. It is not optional. Everything is mandatory, and further on top of this, there might be some other areas which you find more valuable. Yes, you have to succeed at that also. You can add more to this list. But the thing is, under living your life is not an option. If we are going to die after 50 years from now, we cannot say, Arey yaar, I should have done even something bigger. Don't give that chance. Life is not going to come back. We have next 50, 70 years to live, and we have to live it to the fullest. And that's what it comes down. At least I try to live, or I am actually planning very strongly to massively succeed in each of this area in my life, so that when I'm dying, there will be a smile on my face and I'll be calm. Arey yaar, mast jiya. Okay, that's how your thought process should be. Okay, I lived my life properly and I'm happy to exit the planet. It's practical. We all will die one day, but how we live the life, that's what matters. Right? Now comes all of these things. Now, people might be, how do we really master all of this? And guys, those who really become successful, they don't think in terms of or. Should I succeed in this or should I succeed in this? No, they think in terms of and. I want to succeed in this and this and this and this. And let me tell you, based upon my practical experience, some of the very successful people in the IT industry also, if I see them, they are successful in every area of their life, not just one or two. They have great family relationships, great enjoyment towards life, great dedication at work, great knowledge level. It is somebody who people count on, and they are at big positions in the company, plus very happily balanced in their lives as well. Now, what is happening? There is one side of the world who are struggling so much, even in small, small things. And then there is other side of the world where these highly accomplished people are, and they accomplish massive success at everything that you do. That means there is something wrong. How can be these two different kind of versions of human beings? When we have a thinking brain, when we have a great physically active body, and then where are we messing? Where is the mess up? And that's what it is. You need to understand, we are not able to engage properly with the time that we live on the planet. Those who apply this properly, they succeed. Those who don't, they struggle with life. And guys, let me say right now, these are 8 points. As you go forward in your life, maybe you will find that there is many more to come. Let's say this becomes 20 or even more. Now, I have a very simple question for you. Okay, somebody said this very beautiful thing. Okay, let's say you touch a person. Okay, let's say just try to visualize it with me. You take your fingertip and you touch a person, and all of a sudden you get a burning sensation or something really like pains. You immediately roll it back. Okay, maybe the way you might have touched accidentally, let's say a burning iron or a hot utensil. Immediately you feel that burning, you remove it immediately. Okay, now let's say you take this fingertip and you try to touch to another utensil. There also you get the burning sensation. It starts hurting you very badly. Okay, and then you touch at the third place, and what is happening is you start blaming, that utensil is hurting me, or this person I touched is hurting me, or this cloth I touched is hurting me. You need to understand, the problem is not in those outside things. It is possible, and the fact is your finger is hurt, and wherever you touch this finger you will find pain. You might say that that utensil is bad, or that clothes is problem, or this furniture is bad, but the point is you are affected in your fingertip, and that's where you look at the world and say everything is a problem. You need to understand, you might have 50 things to accomplish in this life, but if you try to fix these 50 things, it's not possible, because more 50 things might open up. If you keep pointing out problems in each of these things, why I cannot do this, why I cannot do this, your life will always be problematic and you will never be healed. The right way of thinking is, how can I fix my burning hand or my affected hand? And that means you have to change who you are as a person, and everything else will take care of itself. You need to fix this finger, and then whenever you touch anywhere, it will become peaceful. And that's the right way of living life. You work on yourself, you become better, You master your time. Everything else which you do in your life is a subset of time that you mastered. Because right from today, 12th December 2022, right from today till the time you die, every single day there will be 24 hours. Every single day, sun will rise in the morning, sun will set in the evening. This is constant reality of life. It's not going to change. Technology might change, opportunities might change, business might change, the world might change, but this remains fixed till the time you die. The rotation, revolution, the way the nature operates, it is constant. It will remain the same. We all will get 24 hours every single day till the time we die. So think logical. If it is one thing which is guaranteed, is it not our responsibility to understand how best we can master this so that everything else takes care of itself? That's it, because it is easy to control 24 hours rather than controlling, let's say, 100 plus other requirements of your life. It is easy to manage 24 hours, and it is a skill. If you learn it only once, you will be able to enjoy all throughout your life till the time you die. Now that's a skill worth learning, right? The future is going to be sorted if you just learn how to master this 24 hours, and everything else becomes a subset of this. So you should not try to chase fixing each of these areas. You should try to look at, you have 24 hours. How can I upgrade and best utilize my time so that I succeed in every aspect of my life? This is how successful people think and live life. Everybody has 24 hours. Okay. Now let's start breaking it down. Let's start breaking it down. And guys, yes, you have goals for the week one. We touched a lot of topics about career success, plannings, okay, agile related. We said we took up a topic where we did analysis, how to do, what not to do. But guys, let me tell you one thing. What is the core foundation of who will apply that knowledge to the life and succeed with that knowledge? Not listeners, not those who just try and leave it, but who will succeed with that week one knowledge is those who will apply that, live with it long enough till the time they start getting results. And they will stick with those habits for a very long time. So, week one, topics are there, ideas are there. You know everything, how to succeed in your life. Sabko gyan sabko hai. Everybody knows what to do in order to succeed. Still, people are not able to do. That is your core problem. Knowledge is not your problem. Whatever we discussed in week one, that is not your problem. You can Google it, you can get free PDFs about it, you can learn it. That is easy. You can just spend a few time reading blogs, spend time on internet. You can learn all of that thing by your own self, or people like me, or those who are there in the industry. But the problem which you cannot learn is how do you live that kind of knowledge which you have gained every single day of your life? Are you committed for success? Are you, like, if you say I will do something, do you really do that? That's what will define your success. Commitment, consistency, discipline of repeating it for the next 10 years of your life. How will you be able to do that? And success demands that kind of persistence. Success needs you to be consistent towards your dreams, desires. Okay, you want a job, you need to be persistent. Okay, I will get the job, doesn't matter how tough the market gets, and I'm not going to give up. That attitude and actions when you have, then success will come. You want to succeed at your job, you need to see opportunities, how I can give value at work, and not once, maybe over a period of next 1 year, 2 years. Commitment, consistency, persistence, self-discipline is going to give you that. And how and who are the people who will get that? Those who know how to engage with their life and time. That's where everybody will not succeed on the planet, because people are just chasing after small things about life. And guys, there is no end to this. This list will keep going on and on and on. But if you keep running about this, and if you forget who you are in your core, you will always struggle in your life. So the conclusion of today is, you have 24 hours, and till the time you die, you will always have 24 hours. If you learn how to master this, you can accomplish any other thing of your life. Commitment, dedication, discipline. And I'm not talking about mastering for one day. I'm talking about mastering for 20 years of your life, 30 years of your life. That's how great people think. Okay. That's how great people become great, because their vision spawns through time. They are living in present, but they are thinking 5 years ahead, 10 years ahead. In one of the interview, Jeff Bezos was asked this question. Amazon का, it was a very big success party. In an interview, somebody asked him, "Kare yaar, this is great time for Amazon. You guys are going so much nice in business and everything is perfect in your life. How do you feel?" Jeff Bezos said this very nice thing. He said, "The success that we are enjoying today, it was planned 5 years ago. So we planned it, we strategized it, we took actions, and now we are enjoying that success. And right now, what I do, we are planning for the next 5 years of our life, the next future 5 years of Amazon. Okay, what are we supposed to get in next 5 years from now?" Understand? That's how visionaries think. And guys, it's an easy thing for us to apply in our lives. If you start thinking about your own life in terms of this broad range, I'm not saying कि एकदम से बड़ा बड़ा, but slowly evolve the way you think. Start with small, but multiply, multiply, multiply. Broaden up your thinking. Start with mastering one day. Look at then 1 week, 1 month, 1 quarter, 6 months, 1 year, then 5 years, then 1 decade, and then 2 decades, then 50 years, and then comes the full life. And that needs a bigger thinking. Okay, and you need to unlock your mind, because potential is there, it needs to be applied. Okay, fine. Now what are we going to do? How do we really apply all these things? Okay, simple as this. What is your day? Let's start breaking it down. Okay, guys, and this is required for your career success. This is required for every aspect of your life. What does your day look like? Okay, every day, guys, first of all, forget about how you are living your life right now. Doesn't matter. If you want to succeed, you should be ready to upgrade. That's the only way of living. Coming up with like, I cannot do it, is not going to work out. Okay, you already know that your vehicle of life which you're driving is going to end in a dead end or a ditch there. So you cannot keep driving on the same road which is going to meet a dead end. You need to change direction, and right now is the time to change direction. Look at your equipments, look at your vehicle, change the direction, go towards where success is guaranteed. Okay, this is how you think, and this is how you become better. Now how are we going to think? Everybody think logic. Every single day, if you really want to break your day, it can be broken into 4 parts. 1, morning. Second, all day activities. Third, evening. Fourth, sleep. That's it. Till the time you die, majorly if you want to break, this is how your 4 sections of your life. Morning, before you start doing your work. Next, all day activities, whatever it could be. Next, the time when you're done with your day and you're in the evening, and the time when you're actually sleeping. And guys, it is a simple thing to learn. Simple thing to learn. You just have to master these 4 sections of your life, and you can enjoy the fruits of it all throughout your existence. That means it is a worth thing to do. You will get career success properly, you will get health proper, knowledge proper, relationship proper, spirituality proper, like your identity proper, financial stuff proper, fun entertainment proper, giving back to society proper. Everything will happen if you just master these things. Yes, it is matter of time, but we are not going to die tomorrow. Okay, we have time, and daily you might get a few hours for doing all this. But if you really master every section, in a long run, you will always be a winner. But you need to start someday. So we need to start focusing. What do we do from the time we wake up till the time we get started with our office or the day or whatever you do? What do you do this? What do you do this? What do you do this? And what do you do this? Okay. Now the thing is, slowly and steadily, we will start getting more into this as this session progresses. We have 2 weeks for this program. We are going to convert it into actions, take it and do it and change our lifestyle practically, but step by step later. Okay. Today, I just want to give you one simple thing of how you can accomplish more results out of your life at any of these areas. And it's a simple 2-step process. The entire IT industry is successful because of these 2 steps. You can imagine if the industry is successful because of this, our life may so definitely we will be successful. Okay, what exactly that is? Simple: planning and review. That's it. The entire IT industry is successful because they do these 2 things. If you want to be successful in your 24 hours, you just need to start doing these 2 things and align it with these 4 parts of the day. That's it. This one habit, if you install and you repeat it for next 1 year, you will become successful. It's guaranteed. Why guaranteed? Because your human brain is very capable. You give a problem to your brain, the brain starts thinking what to improve, how to solve. Point is, you need to first give the right problem to your brain and give it time to solve rather than panicking, becoming nervous and running here and there. So simple, 2 steps you need to install in your life on a daily basis in order to start changing your life direction. Okay, doesn't matter baki what you're doing. You might have wasted your entire day, that is fine. But if you do this simple habit, your life will start becoming successful. And guys, this applies for every human being, regardless of what industry they are in. Okay, next. Okay, next. How do you do it? First, every day before you start your day, just plan. Just sit for at least 5 minutes, 10 minutes and plan what are the important things which needs to be done that day. That's it. A simple list. It could be 5 items, it could be 10 items, it could be 2 items, it could be 1 item, but at least something should be there. Don't live life randomly. Every morning of your day, have a list of important things which you want to do. If you do this today, by the end of the day, you will be really satisfied. That's it. So from tomorrow onwards, guys, do this thing. Doesn't matter when you are waking up or what you're doing, but before you get busy with your day activities, it might be at any time, 9, 10, 11, whatever. Before you get busy with your day activities, okay, you need to first just take 10 minutes out to plan what important things you want to finish today. Assign it in a priority of importance, and then one by one start working on that. Okay, that's it. This is morning planning. And then every end of the day when you're going to sleep, just simply ask this question to you. Okay, did I meet the plan? How much work done? How much work pending? That's it. Okay, and from this review, just try to see how I can make tomorrow better. Maybe you did wrong planning today. So try to commit to yourself, tomorrow I will do better plan. Maybe you planned that I will do this one item, but full day you were so lazy that you were not able to act. But you came for the review and then you said, oh, whole day I was so much lazy. Tomorrow I should not be lazy. If I plan something, I should definitely do. What will happen? If you simply apply these two stages in your life and be consistent with it every single day, you will realize day by day you will start improving in your life. Why? Because a human being learns from mistakes. Give yourself time so that you can analyze what mistakes you're doing in your day and what mistakes you're doing in your life. Right now, we are so much busy and we overlook every single mistake of our life. Okay, you might have wasted today completely, but we don't have time to really take a pause in life and analyze, yeah, today whole day I did not do anything meaningful. Now that's a waste of today. And guys, how beautiful this thing is. 12 December 2022 will never repeat in your life. That's it. This time is never ever going to repeat. You might ask it, you might do whatever, the time will never repeat itself. You just wasted a one day of your life without accomplishing something. Now that is a big question to deal with. And what if you do this thing to your life for 5 years? Problem aane lagenge, right? So ask yourself the right questions and on a daily basis start doing this. So guys, today is from tomorrow onwards, we need to start doing these two simple steps, planning and review. Okay, in the morning, plan, in the evening, review whether you met the plan. And whatever problem happened, decide tomorrow I'm going to make it better. Now you keep repeating this. Okay, you keep repeating this over and over again, and you will realize in a matter of 3 months or 4 months, you will find where were you at the beginning and where are you right now. Okay, this is how it is. Now the fact is you can get started with changing this, but the core which matters finally is going to be your consistency. Guys, I'm telling, it's easy to know the techniques, it's hard to follow it. It's very easy, it's a simple thing. You might be isme kya hai, but you need to look at the world is not successful. That means it's mein bahut kuch hai. It's guaranteed that 70% of the world will never be able to follow this consistently. Now when it comes to you, you have to make it your personal mission. I will do it all throughout my life, and that's what will guarantee your success. Belong in the top 20%, top 30% of the world, those who navigate their life on their own terms, not other guys. Okay, fine, this is how it is. Now the thing is, fine, we have 15 minutes for the call. This is okay. Now the question might be, but there are major problems in the current society. One of the major problem is distraction, which is enemy of focus. You want to do, you have dreams, you have desires, you have work, you have job, or do you have job hunting to do. Point is, we are all distracted. We all procrastinate. We don't get started with things. We all feel lazy. We all feel like, "Arey, aaj nahi kal karte." We all feel like, let's quit it today. We all feel, "Arey, yaar, let's go and do some time pass today. We'll do it tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow," and that is not happening. We sit for doing it. We sit for doing it, but we are not focused enough. We become too much of distracted again. Right? Now, what's happening? It's a society problem and it is impacting many of us. Maybe some of you as well. Some might be really rock solid for it, but you need to understand, as long as you are distracted, success is not going to come, because your mind is not working the way it is supposed to work. How do you get results if you are more focused? But right now, with distraction, all your dreams, desires, commitments, everything will fail. If you are distracted in your life, success will become very hard for you, and you need to understand. Forget about career success. Your life will become a waste. We need to learn, we need to overcome, we need to know the truth of what the problem is. We need to really fix the problem. And nobody is going to come and do it for you. You need to do it for yourself, guys. Really wake up. Ek life hai. You have this life only once. And we are all going to die one day. And the world is working the way it is working. It's not in our control. Your life is in your control. Okay. Now, many of these people have this simple question. Arey yaar, I'm sitting for doing something, but in 15 minutes, I just move away from my place. I'm not able to sit for a long time and keep doing something. Whenever I'm trying to work, my mind is getting so many other thoughts. Right? All these problems are there. And these problems will grow. Why? Because the connectivity of the world is growing. Earlier, if you are in your home, maybe nobody will come to your home. Right now, you'll get a message, you'll get a phone call, you'll go live on something, you'll visit social media, and you are connected with the world as long as you have that mobile in your hand. And that itself is the source of full distraction for you. And as long as you are distracted, and like, who is in control there? You are in control. And you are not controlling your life. The world wants you to stay distracted for whatever reasons. Social media wants you to spend maximum time on social media. Okay, but it is up to you. How do you engage with social media? How much time you spend there, and how much value add time you spend, and how much waste time you spend? That control is in your hands. Whether to stay distracted or whether to stay focused, that control is in your hands. It's not in the hands of anybody else. Okay, now start thinking. Okay, now start thinking, how do we get better and overcome this distraction? And nobody else is going to do that for you. Nobody. Everybody will be like, chalo, I am successful, and you will be left just like that. Okay, so you need to be awakened to the market situation, world situation. Now, how does this happen? Well, how do you overcome distraction? And this is what simple. Morning you plan, evening you review, but what do you do all throughout the day? And one of the enemy of that is going to be your distraction. How do you overcome this distraction and grow your focus? Let's learn a simple system for doing it and apply this right from tomorrow. Okay, apply this right from tomorrow and you will start navigating. Okay, there you go. After research, it is drawn a conclusion. If you're working for some item, simple, samjho guys. It's very easy to understand, tough to apply. But if you start doing it in a few days, you will habituate. Okay, it's tough to apply in the beginning, but as you start repeating, it will become easy. So technique is simple, and in a long run, application is simple. Initial adaptation might be challenging. So be aware what can happen. Okay, as it is simple. Okay, देखो, it is psychologically said that a human being, if you are concentratedly working on something, after a certain period of time, your attention span drops. It goes down. Even for good people, even for more people who are focused. After a certain period of time, attention span, ideas, thinking, thought process, it all slows down after a certain period of time. Okay, now that's what it is. You start here, and after a certain period of time, gradually your focus will come down. Nothing but the ideas that you get, strategize, problem solving, everything, gradually it comes down in a matter of few hours. Okay, now what people are saying, there is a simple technique. Every 30 minutes or 1 hour, okay, take a short break. So work focused for 30 minutes, 45 minutes. 1 hour bhi nahi, people generally say 30 minutes to 45 minutes. Every 30 minutes to 45 minutes, work in a focused manner and then take a short break. And then again work for a focused manner, then take a short break and keep repeating. Now guys, whatever you're doing, you want to do job hunting, you want to do training, you want to do your office work, just align everything like this. So work focused for some time, Then take a short break, maybe of 5 minutes. What you have to do in this break, move away from your place, stretch it a bit, drink some water, just mind relax, again come back, sit for another 35 minutes to 45 minutes, and then again the cycle keeps going on and on. What happens? One problem which we are solving here is, after certain period of time, human focus automatically comes down. We are trying to change that so that all throughout your day you will be more alert. Okay, that is one thing is possible by introducing short breaks all throughout your life. Okay, now this is what it is. Fine. Now what is the next thing? Okay, now what's the next thing? By this way your full day will be good, but the main question comes, how will you stay focused for this much time? Because even that is a problem currently. 30 minutes, 45 minutes, the focusing on one thing and doing it, that is also tough for many people. They are like, even 5 minutes, 10 minutes when they are getting distracted. How do you fix this so that you are more focused at whatever you do in your life? Answer is simple. Okay, it is just about two things we said today at the beginning of the session itself: mind and body. You need to train your mind and the body to stay and be focused, and nobody else can do this for you, and nobody can force you, guys. Okay, those days are gone where your teachers or your parents used to tell you कि भाई इधर बैठ के काम study or do whatever. Those times are gone. Right now you are so much independent, and you yourself is not having control on your own self. That's the problem. Nobody is going to tell you, and you are even not telling yourself, and you are allowing your mind and the body to be as distracted as possible, not outsiders. The world is not in your control. Your life is in your control. And right now, many of you are just becoming puppets to the social media and the internet world. A new thing happened and you're all there. Social media is making you dance the way they want. You need to understand why your life, you have to take control of it. You decide how much you want to engage, how much long you want to engage, and when you should not engage. It's your life. Don't be a puppet. Take control, take charge, because let's understand this more. What is happening in the world around you right now? Initially, okay, initially, the videos that used to happen were long videos. Long videos, as in 30 minutes, 1 hour. YouTube was the only popular platform, 30 minutes, 1 hour, long term videos. Slowly started coming down to 10 minutes. Okay, some platforms give 20 minutes video. Next, platforms like LinkedIn started giving 10 minutes video. Instagram came with like 1 minute video. Then they made some IGTV for long-term videos. Then people started coming like, what, 30 seconds videos. Then they started coming down to like 10 seconds videos. Okay, recently I saw another platform, 6 seconds videos. You cannot post a video more than 6 seconds. What is happening? Just understand. Just understand. The world is getting into a manner where your mind will constantly keep switching context. Your brain is being trained to keep switching context after every 6 seconds. Every time you spend too much time in watching shorts or reels and stories, stuff like that, in matter of few seconds, your brain is switching. And whenever you switch a context, you train for distraction and you train not to be focused. That's it. Naturally, unknowingly, we are trained to distraction, and that is how we are living hours of our day. And then that is the reason when nowadays when people want to stay focused, they are not able to, because every single day of their life, 3 3 4 4 hours you are training yourself for distraction, and there is no commitment to train yourself for focus. So whatever you learn, you will become that. That's where it is stuck. Okay, similarly, right now, this COVID times, work from home times, the world locking down really backfired on your body and physical state. Really backfired. The mind was trained for shorter stuff, but body was trained in past 2 years. The body was trained for laziness. What does that mean? You're attending your classes from home. All the people who are students or learning, you're attending your classes from home. You're attending your offices from home. There is no proper work environment at your home. There is no proper desk, chair, table where you can sit focused. For majority, I'm talking, some of you might have it. That kind of environment is not there. People are sitting on the couches, people are sitting on the bed, people are just working the way they want. What does that mean? Every single day of life of many of us, we trained our body to be lazy, to sleep and work. Right now, many of you, or some of you, I don't know, some of you behind the cameras might be sleeping, might be ekdam on couches and so much relaxed. You are right now training your body to be lazy and relaxed. And focus needs you to sit with attention, with concentration. Now you need to answer this. Why are you not focused? Nobody else is doing it for you. You are doing it for yourself. You are destroying your life by too much of context switching, and you are destroying your life by too much allowing yourself to be lazy. Nobody else is doing that. And just imagine if you live your life like this, and you have been doing it since quite a long time, you are training yourself to be distracted. And if you're doing that unknowingly, you will not be able to stay focused. And if you're not able to stay focused, the results in life will not come. And what will happen if results in life is not coming? People will start failing at stuff. They will be panicked, they will be angry, they will be scared because they don't know what to do, and they are unknowingly training themselves to still get away from success. And end result, you already know what is going to happen in lives of many of the people. Now, after knowing all these facts, comes you need to train. How can you overcome? You are in control. Nobody else is in control here. World is not in your control. Social media is not in your control. But how will you engage is in your control. It is simple. It is simple. Okay. If you have a pet animal at home, man is an animal. Yes. If you have a pet animal at home, let's say whatever you like, it could be a cat, it could be a dog, or it could be any other animal. Okay. Come on. Elephants ho jate. Okay. Lions, tigers, right? You take wildlife, they get trained in circus. Abhi to nahi hote hai, or maybe there are few circus where you'll find this wildlife, but in your home you have practical experience. How do you teach them? Okay, every single day at fixed time you give them food, and they will go there, sit in discipline to eat food. You train them. Okay, you train wildlife, okay, when to make noise, when to not make noise. The same funda of training, you have to do it for yourself. We need to train our mind, guys. You have to take control of your life, guys. Baad mein, after 10 years from now, jab life struggling ho jayenge, from there coming back is tough, because you trained yourself for distraction for past 10 years. All of a sudden you want to switch, it will not happen. Right now is the time to fix your life. Okay, how do you train yourself, your mind and the body? Simple hai. Okay, you need to overcome this laziness and give a commitment to yourself. Okay, from tomorrow onwards, whichever class I do or whenever I work at office, I'm not going to sit on my bed. I'm not going to sleep and do it. I'll be physically in a focused state and then doing my work. Simple. That's it. Such a small thing. I will work from my chair and the table, and I will like beat classes or whatever. Nobody is watching you, and you are not doing it for anybody else. You're doing it for yourself. That's it. That's a simple commitment. And initially it will be tough, but the way people train these wild animals, you keep repeating it. You don't allow yourself to sleep on a couch. Rather, you force yourself, nay, you cannot sleep. Work in this for 30 minutes, focused, sit at one place without moving, without sleeping. Train your body to physically be in a state. Don't sleep, don't lean. And then initially it will be tough, but your brain and the body can adapt. And then when it is like 5 minutes break, then you go maybe sleep at that time. But as soon as next 30 minutes coming, again discipline yourself to sit. Guys, animals, wildlife can train. We are human beings, smarter beings. We can also train. The way we are training ourselves for these, if we actively change ourselves and train for these, next time whenever you're working, 30 minutes focused work, don't move, don't sleep, don't do anything, at one place trying to solve. No matter how lazy you feel, don't do that. Don't go for your washroom breaks also. 30 minutes at a place. When you get breaks, then you go here and there. Now that kind of a discipline will train your body to sit at one place and look at the problem and try to solve the problem. Next, so first training the body is easy. It might be tough initially, but it is easy. The main drama happens training your mind. When you start focusing on body training, okay, sit at one place for 30 minutes. Don't allow yourself to move. And nobody is watching you. You are doing it for yourself. And the second thing is, how do you train your mind? Keep your phone switched off. Keep it in a separate room, maybe altogether. When you don't have this distraction, the phone itself not there, keep the problem in front of you, the work that you are trying to do. Simple. Phone away from you, work in front of you, and mind ko yahi bolna hai, for the next 30 minutes, I will sit like this and I will work on this problem. It might take a few days, but you will realize within 1 week, you will start training yourself more on this. Within 1 week, you will start finding it becomes easy for you to sit. It becomes easy for your mind to focus because you are actively training. But guys, now I'll just this last thing and then we will close the topic. We'll take the attendance and close the topic. Okay. How does this last thing happen? Let's say there is a pond filled with mud, dirt. Okay. There is a pond filled with mud. If you want to clean the pond, okay, let's say there are two kind of inlets. In this pond, there are two pipes. In one pipe, dirty water or mud is being poured. On the second pipe, clean water, fresh water is being poured. Okay. And let's say this pond, daily, this water is continuously running 24/7. Okay. It's pretty obvious the pond is never going to get cleaned. Dono chal raha hai, dono chal raha hai. Now that is where geniuses will be born who will master their mind and the body. If you, first of all, don't train this, now this is the dirty inlet of your pond, which you are doing every single day. And if you don't do this, the pond will become so much dirty that it will become very tough for you to clean up. And every single day of your life, you just train for dirtiness, future is going to be disastrous. Success wants more from you. But if you train only for this, not this, it's not going to work out. Your life will end in disaster, guys. And you be logical. And I don't want to scare you or something, but that's fact. If you're doing these things, mind learns, body learns, gone. Now the thing is, right now, if you apply this technique, it's like now turning on this other tap where good water is trying to flow there, clean one. But now you ask a question to yourself, Still, daily this also happening, daily this also happening, and both are contradictory things. Now it is up to you of how quickly you will learn focus. It's completely up to you. Slowly, you have to turn this thing off. Slowly. I'm not saying immediately. Slowly, turn the tap off. How much time you consume, how much you allow your body to be lazy. Slowly, slowly turn the tap off and slowly, slowly grow this more. Magic is not going to happen in one day. But if you make this as a way of living, and if you keep thinking about this in your daily review, how much focused I was today, how much concentrated I was today, you will realize in a matter of few days, weeks, and months, gradually this will go away, and all that will be there will be this. And once you start being this, then you stay consistent at this, you will realize all the dirt which was accumulated because of this will be cleaned up and flushed out. It's not going to happen in one day. But if you do that for next 3 months, gradually training for this, removing this, and then giving it time when this is happening full on 100%, so that the existing damage is removed, that's how your life will change. That's how you will learn focus, and it is going to take time. And there is no tablet for this, there is no injection for this. You have to work on yourself. That's the only way. And the scary thing here is, if you don't start working on this right now, and you are more here every single day, you're actually dirtying your mind and the body, and it will become very much tough to clean it later. And then what will happen? People will be scared. They will be like, "Arey, yaar, life mein results hi nahi aa rahe. I'm not able to do this. Ideas are not coming. What to do? What not to do?" And you can imagine where that kind of life is, and that's bad. Okay? So take responsibility, fix yourself. Fine. Today's entire session is available on YouTube. Let's quickly mark the attendance and let's close the day. But from tomorrow, these three principles we want to apply. Daily planning. Let me share first attendance link. You can mark that. And I'll just share this thing out. December. Guys, join in, okay? We will become a winner at complete aspect of life. Okay, belonging in a player doesn't mean covering one aspect. Okay, whatever corporate related topics and all I'm covering, that is one section of it. Okay, but we are really building towards something very massive which you will remember and cherish all throughout your life. Okay, code for today is 6767, and this is the attendance. Everybody, chalo, mark the attendance. Mark the attendance, everyone. And three outcomes for today's session. Tomorrow morning, you need to plan your day. Whenever you wake up, doesn't matter, but plan your day, what activity needs to be done, important activity which needs to be done. Second, during your day, work on this manner: 30 minutes focus, 5 minutes gap. It will be tough in the beginning, but 2 महीने में सब कुछ हो जाएगा यार. It's possible. 30 minutes focus, 5 minutes break. 30 minutes focus, 5 minutes break. When you are focused, switch off the phone and be at one place. Don't allow yourself to move from that place when you're in that zone. Slowly, your body will learn it the way wild animals of the circle, lions and tigers, they learned it. Your body is a simple thing. It's in your control. It will learn to discipline. Right now, that hunter is not there, and nobody else is supposed to do that for you. You have to do that for yourself. Be strict to yourself. You will enjoy this life more. Be self-disciplined. Okay? So do that, and 30 minutes mein, and then mind ke liye, so switch off the phone, work on this, and you will start seeing automatically your focus will start growing. It will take time, but things will happen. It's a guaranteed way, but commitment is required. Okay? Fine, guys, it's 10:11. Copy the link, paste the link, and then see you guys tomorrow 9 p.m. We will be taking on more on topics. We will take more on career, so it's not done yet, but we have to understand the big picture, not solve one aspect of like touching a utensil. We need to fix the problem, what is within us, and if you fix that, everything else takes care of itself. Okay, so chalo, thank